You guys asked for it, I'll deliver. A highly requested video flooding the inbox. Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Wax, 26 ounces for $14.99. Sio2 Spray Coating against Mother's CMX, 24 ounces for just under $20. Sio2 TiO2 Spray Coating. Before we get going, I want to show you there is no protection on this panel whatsoever. It has been prepped properly. I did that beforehand, wash, clay, chemical, mechanical decontamination, some correction, so we can get right into this video, waste no time, and start beating up these coatings and see what they can withstand. What we're going to do today, I have a piece of masking tape run right down the middle of the hood. We're going to apply the Mother's CMX to the left, Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Wax to the right. And in case you're new to the channel and new to the application of these products, after it's wet after a wash, you could spray the ceramic wax onto the panel directly and rinse it, or you could spray onto the panel and massage it in like I am here. I recommend this. It's a little bit less wasteful. I'm going to explain what I'm doing and what I see the best I can for you guys that are on smaller devices. I do have colored water for this light colored hood. I've thought ahead there. When you apply the Mother's CMX ceramic spray coating, I simply spray into a microfiber applicator and do a crosshatch pattern, ensuring coverage is perfect. This is the way I prefer. Both methods are easy, user-friendly, and you can get around the car rather quickly. So I really have no problem with either application. The Meguiar's ceramic wax to me is just a little bit more of a waste of the product itself, but to each their own. Both spray coatings are applied, and since the Mother's Ceramic CMX spray coating wants you to allow 24 hours of cure time in between coats, I'm going to wait a full 24 hours before we start to beat these up. So the next day I come in, I pull next to the shop while it's snowing, and I have noticed the side with the Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Wax is a little bit slicker. The snow could not latch on and bond onto the top of the hood, which makes that important so you don't have to use any tools and scrape the ice or snow off. The Mother's side, still easy to get off. You just pull it lightly with a glove on your hand or whatever, and you're going to be able to slide it off. But the Mother's side is slick. When it comes to repelling water and beading properties, I find both sides to be just about exactly the same upon right after application. That's when the beading is the strongest and has the best contact angle. Both sides, to me, are the same. Very impressive. Moving right along, I have showed you in previous videos that these spray coatings are chemical resistant and should be between the pH of 2 and 11. So throwing in APC and other cleaners and similar products are a waste of your time and mine, so let's cut to the chase. What I'll use to remove an old coating will be starting here with a polish/cleaner and a foam pad. I'll start there. Now if it's an old wax or a sealant, sure, panel prep might be able to remove it. But this is an SiO2 coating, and we're going to try and remove this several ways with several different pads, products, and machines. We're going to start off with this Roots Polisher. It's not the strongest in the world, and we have a foam polishing pad, non-aggressive, attached to it, and we're going to use Angel Wax Perfect Polish. It is a cleaner, It does have mild abrasives. It has the ability to remove older coatings and some of the weaker coatings. Let's see what it does here, running it right across the panel between the Mother CMX and the Meguiar's Hibrid ceramic wax. I'm also going to use a panel prep to remove any kind of residue left over from each polish or compound. And I'm going to tell you now, if it has been prepared and applied properly, the coating should not be able to, if they're fresh, to be removed by just a polish cleaner and a foam, non-aggressive polishing or finishing pad. You're going to need something a little bit more aggressive than that. And in fact, I'll show you, it did absolutely nothing for either side. The contact angle of the beading is still very impressive. Both sides have 100% protection. And as I suspected, it did nothing. We're going to really have to step it up to start digging into these coatings to start to remove them or damage them. Alright, and that's in fact what we're going to do. Slowly step up until we find the combination that does some damage to these coatings. We'll go with the Poor Boys World SSR 2.5. This is a medium abrasive this time, stepping up from a mild abrasive. It's a swirl remover. It has no fillers, no silicone, so it will not hide anything or add a layer of hydrophobic property to the coating. So we're going to move up to a new section of the panel here on the top part of the hood, and each time I do this I'm going to have the same amount of pressure, same polisher speed, same arm speed. I will edit the video to keep it to my normal 14-15 minute mark, so I'll speed up the polishing portion of the video. So basically I have no problem taking a few minutes out of even a busy day at the shop to show you guys what you want to see. It takes maybe 30 minutes to shoot a video. I'll take it home and it'll take another 30-40 minutes to edit, and then another 15 minutes to put in all of the tag words and all that other crap for YouTube, and then I can post it for you. I have no problem doing that every day if you want to see something, or every other day. But I like to keep it around 15 minutes so I can get my work done during the day and get a little bit of rest time in the evening as well. Alright, a panel prep is used again to remove any residue from the polish or the swirl remover, and it really has not done anything to this coating. But there is a slight difference. I do see the beading is just ever so slightly tighter on the Meguiar side. Hard to pick up on the camera, but it's something I notice. It still looks as fresh as when I applied it. Alright, we're going to step up the aggression a little bit more to 3D HD Cut Plus. Now we're talking cutting compound, and we're going to team it up with a microfiber, Lake Country HDO. So we're starting to get some decent aggression here, and what we're going to start to do is keep working on the same area over and over until we start to dissipate and remove these coatings. Okay, panel prep was used again just to make sure we have no residue from these polishes or compounds hiding anything or masking anything, and we'll wet the panel one more time. So what I'm noticing, I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but there is starting to, there's a path or a swath that is starting to show on the top of the hood here, and that means we're starting to weaken both sides, both coatings. Now they're kind of both equal. I can't tell here from my vantage point if one is failing quicker than the other, but I do see some changes starting in the area we're working. I also noticed the beading on the Meguiar side isn't quite as tight as a few minutes ago. That's starting to change as well. Both sides do still offer some protection, but we are doing some damage. Okay, and yet another step up in aggression, the 3D AAT 501. This is a cutting compound, even more aggressive. We're going to team it up with a Lake Country low-lint lamb's wool pad on the rotary. So this is what I'll use if I know the coating's rather fresh and I need to remove it for some scratch removal or just laying down a fresh coating or changing the coating. This is what I would use to cut to the chase, remove that coating rather quickly, and move on. Now, besides the panel prep, I want to do one more thing and use Car Pro Reset. This is what I like to use to clean coatings and make sure that there's no traffic film or any bonded contaminants when I get a car in for maintenance. This is what I know cleans a coating safely, yet aggressively. A perfect balance. So I'm going to wash this panel, make sure we have all the residue from all the polishes and the compounds washed off of there. I'm going to rinse it good, rinse it actually a few times, and then we'll test it and we'll see what the sections look like. To explain what I'm seeing for those of you on smaller devices and screens, the mother side, that section has started to fail and it's sheeting, which means we're now down to a clean panel. The CMX side is still there, but barely. So let's go through the differences. Application. They're both easy to apply and get around the car quickly. It's a little bit more wasteful for the Meguiar's product. However, you do get 2 more ounces, and it's slightly cheaper at $14.99 compared to $19.99. When it comes to gloss, they're both the same no matter what color panel I put it on. When it comes to beading, they're both pretty much the same. Very impressive contact angle, impressive beading, and water-repelling properties. When it comes to durability, that will have the slight edge goes to CMX. So what it comes down to is personal preference. And that means personal preference when it comes to application. Do you like to apply it after a wash without drying it? Or do you like to not waste the product and apply the CMX, just spraying into a microfiber and spreading it out? That's really what you have to do when you want to make the decision between these two products. It just comes down to personal preference because they're so close. I hope this helped. Brian from Apex Detail. Catch you in the next video.